the principles of the Libertarians, just less government, more freedom, less taxes. I just see the main parties are not representing the people anymore. What's not like about having more money in your pocket and having more freedom?
Michael Graham is one of 3 new Libertarian Party members elected to the Mid-Coast Council here in regional New South Wales. Formerly the Liberal Democrats, the Libertarians have been the surprise success story of the New South Wales local government elections. In this area, the right-wing party took home 25% of the vote, reflecting a new national trend where more people are backing candidates from outside the major parties.
I decided to run for local council this time because as a ratepayer, I was fed up with just paying huge rates and just seeing them ever increasing. Our average wage in our area is 44% lower than the state average. A lot of people are telling me they're actually on payment plans to pay their rates off.
In August, when the New South Wales Liberal Party failed to nominate candidates for 140 council seats, the Libertarian Party said the gods have smiled on us.
It was more the fact that people just wanted some change. They were over the same councillors just doing nothing, spending their money and getting no results for it.
The Libertarians' local council Freedom Manifesto presented the Argentinian president along with the slogan, "Take a chainsaw to woke agendas, smart cities and council rates."
I think the ratepayers saw what we were putting out there and they wanted some change and that's what we want to deliver. In our area, the number one problem is the roads.
The party also declared they will oppose any and all lockdowns and they'll support your right to use your property how you choose.
Property rights are another really big thing. There's a huge number of properties here people could potentially build on and that could help go towards the solving the housing crisis.
In far western Sydney at Penrith City Council, it was actually the Labor Party who benefited most from the Liberal Party's failure to nominate.
My name is Libby Austin, lived locally to Penrith my entire life. I graduated high school last year and have recently started studying at Western Sydney Uni.
19-year-old Libby is also the youngest person ever elected to Penrith Council.
Really in year 12 is when it kind of kicked off and I got really involved in the Labor Party. First day after my HSC, I started working in Michelle Rowland's office, and then after that I moved into a permanent role for the local member for Penrith, Karen McEwen.
With 5 council positions up for grabs, Libby was asked if she wanted to be number 5 on the Labor ticket, the so-called ballot warmer position. When the nominations closed, the Labor candidates were the only ones listed, and Libby became a councillor.
Really, I knew that I wasn't going to be one of the ones to get up, which is why I guess I didn't believe it when they told me I had. It feels amazing. I can't wait. I'm just excited. It's a really good opportunity for me and for young people, I think. We're going to have a really different looking council. There are 3 of us under the age of 30.
She'll also be joined by 84-year-old Eddie Mifsud.
He's one of my dearest friends and he's very excited. We have both an ageing population and a very young population in Penrith. We have, 2 ends of the spectrum, so it's really good that we can accurately represent these constituencies.
With a likely Labor majority at Penrith Council, Libby's planning to establish a young advisory committee as well as a women's advisory committee.
This is the first time in Penrith City Council we have had half of our councillors be women. That is amazing. That is an amazing opportunity. That is not the standard, but it is something that we should capitalise on and invest in.
Meanwhile, at Mid-Coast Council, handyman Michael Graham is getting down to business.
The first thing I'd like to do is see an independent audit of the council financial and actually go through it with a fine-tooth comb. And I'd love to see we could cut rates.
And that's just the beginning.
I'd like to run for mayor. I believe that the people have spoken and they need some strong leadership and someone who's actually going to move the council forward and actually get them doing what they should be doing.
And postal votes are still arriving for these elections and the final results will be declared between 1 and 3 October. That's next week.
I just still am blown away that a major party just didn't do its paperwork.
Who lost their job? Did someone take responsibility for that? Because quite frankly, that would be something I would do. Stuff it up for everybody.
There's a reason that you don't run a political party.
Admin is not my...
not your strong point. I've got to say, though, in the local council elections, I'd never really thought about the fact that there were political parties and this really opened my eyes to it. So it's been a really interesting process to sort of get to understand, hasn't it?
Yeah. The danger is, what if these councils go really well? And then, how do the Libs convince anyone to elect them next time? It's actually worked fine without you. Why do you,
And if people are worried about what the new councillors will bring and perhaps maybe some of their ideas that people see as quite fringe, but you then get the chance to vote them out at the next one. So in a way, it's democracy as it should be.
Yeah, democracy. Bureaucracy kind of got in the way, but it was still democracy.